Hi everyone, I'm Ashley the Review Girl. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a review on the Lewis Family Playhouse in Rancho Cucamonga. Let's check it out. In this video, I'm going to show you what the theater is like, what to expect if you come here, and at the end, I'll let you know if it's actually worth visiting. If it's your first time here, this is a Google Maps recording of the front entrance to the Lewis Family Playhouse, which is located inside the Victoria Gardens Cultural Center, and it's actually right in the middle of the Victoria Gardens Mall. So normally the easiest way to access the Playhouse is through the courtyard area. However, when we visited, this area was temporarily closed due to construction. The Cultural Center is currently undergoing renovations, and they're planning a ribbon cutting ceremony on April 16, 2026 to reopen this entrance once everything is completed. When it comes to parking, the best options are the east and west parking structures. Parking is completely free, and they also have accessible parking on every level along with elevators. There's additional parking throughout Victoria Gardens as well, but I definitely recommend arriving early. Since the theater shares the area with the mall, parking can fill up quickly depending on the day and time of your show. So I would suggest arriving at least an hour early, especially if it's your first time here. We ended up parking in the west parking structure, which actually worked out really well. It's still very close to the Playhouse, and it connects directly to the Victoria Gardens Mall. Because of its location, it's right next to the food hall, the kids' play area, and Silver Lake Ramen, so it's a great spot if you're planning to grab food before or after the show. And because the main entrance area was blocked off during construction, we did have to take a short walk around to access the theater from another entrance, but overall, it was still very easy to get to. One of the greatest things about the Lewis Family Playhouse being located inside Victoria Gardens is that everything here is extremely walkable. As you can see from the online photos, this whole area is filled with shops, restaurants, and entertainment, so it's actually really easy to turn a trip to the Playhouse into a full evening. Victoria Gardens has a variety of different food options depending on what you're in the mood for. Some of the restaurants close to the Playhouse include places like California Pizza Kitchen, Yard House, Cheesecake Factory, Silver Lake Ramen, and King's Fish House. You'll also find the Victoria Gardens Food Hall, which has about 7 to 9 vendors if you're looking for something quick before the show. As of recently, Victoria Gardens has around 30 different dining options, ranging from full-service restaurants to quick bites and snacks. So if you're planning to come here for a show, I definitely recommend looking ahead at the dining options so you can plan your evening around your showtime. Now, once you actually get inside the Cultural Center, here's what the theater itself is like. When you enter into the foyer, there is an entrance to your left toward the library, and on the right is the entrance to the Playhouse. As soon as you enter the lobby of the Lewis Family Playhouse, you'll find the first set of restrooms located near the front entrance. Right nearby, there's also a small photo booth area where guests can take pictures before or after the show, which is a fun way to capture the experience. And directly across from that is the box office if you need to pick up tickets or speak with staff. As you continue walking through the lobby, you'll see a few bar tables where guests can order alcoholic beverages before the show or during intermission. One thing to note is that all concessions and bar purchases here are completely cash-free. And a fun fact, a portion of alcohol purchases actually goes towards supporting the Rancho Cucamonga Community and Arts Foundation. There's also a small cafe here, but it's really more like a snack bar. The prices generally range from $3 to $9 depending on the snacks or beverages you choose. And across from the snack bar, you'll find the second set of restrooms located on the opposite side of the lobby. Also, just wanted to note the restrooms were also clean, but the spacing inside is somewhat limited, so it can feel a little tight if there are a lot of people using them at the same time. Now let's talk about the theater itself. The Lewis Family Playhouse is actually a smaller, more intimate theater that sits about 560 people. Because of its design, the furthest seat in the entire theater is only about 60 feet away from the stage, which is roughly the length of about 4 cars. So the very back row is only about 15 rows from the stage, so you really get a great view from pretty much anywhere. My husband and I sat toward the right side of the theater in row C near the stage, and the view was really good. The seats were cushioned and comfortable, which was honestly a pleasant surprise because the performance we saw was about 180 minutes long. When you're sitting through a longer show, comfort definitely matters. You do sit fairly close together though, so sometimes you may end up sharing an armrest with the person next to you. Also, the theater has accessible seating available. Handicap seating is located in row G in the lower orchestra and row N in the balcony, and there's an elevator available if you need to access the balcony level. The overall vibe of the Playhouse is vibrant and contemporary. They host a wide range of performances, including plays, musicals, dance performances, comedy, and even live music. Also, there isn't a strict dress code here, but many people treat it like a special night out and dress up as if they're going to a nice dinner. They also recommend bringing a light sweater or jacket since they try to keep the theater temperature comfortable for everyone. The performance we watched is the musical version of Mary Poppins, and it was so good. However, I wasn't allowed to record much inside the theater due to their policy, but I can say the production quality was honestly better than I expected. They clearly invested a lot into the costumes and stage design. They used different backdrops and stage elements to make it feel like you were in London and inside the Banks family home. One of my favorite parts of the show was that they incorporated dancers from the Inland Pacific Ballet into the musical. The performers were incredibly talented, the costumes were beautiful, and everything felt really synchronized and polished. I was honestly so into the show that when intermission came, I didn't realize we were already halfway through because it felt like the first half flew by. This is honestly a great experience for kids, adults, and seniors, for date nights, family outings, or even seniors who enjoy live theater. The general age permitted in the theater is 3 and up, however, and everyone needs their own seat for safety since the chairs do fold up. Overall, I would definitely recommend visiting the Lewis Family Playhouse. It's a smaller, intimate theater where you get a great view from almost every seat. The production quality was impressive, and the location inside Victoria Gardens makes it really easy to turn the experience into a full evening. My husband and I had a great time, and it's definitely somewhere we would come back to again. So if you found this video helpful, please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next review.